Welcome back to How to Make a Database. When last we left, we had shown you the contact table, and I've added some records. I did that through a form that I created called contacts, and this allows me to enter my friends as well as their date of birth and anniversary if I want to. You'll notice I've added another table called the DOB, which is the date of birth, and it also includes anniversaries, and I can include other things. I'd like to show you a couple things here, specifically the date, time, data type. Notice on the input mask that I've created that I have it set up so that when you go to enter a date, you'll have to put it in month, two digits for the month, 2 digits for the date, and then 4 digits for the year. It looks something like this. When you click it, you can give it a short date or a long date. In this case, I'm just going to accept that. There's my input mask, and I'm finished. So that's how that would work. All right, now let's save that. And now let's look at probably one of the most troublesome aspects of a database, setting up the relationships. Let's look at the relationships, and in this case here I've pulled up both tables and I need to connect them. Somehow I have to find something between them that is they have a relationship. In this case I'm going to select the ID because that's unique to each individual record, and so would that be. So you can see it's ID to ID. I'm going to enforce referential integrity, and in this case I'm going to create it, and therefore we have that. So if I delete one of these, I'll delete both. Alright, so let's close that. I'll save it. Now let's go in and let's create, by hitting the Create tab, let's create a query, and let's just do a simple query. In this case I'm going to go into the contacts, and I'm going to pull up the first name, last name, and maybe the city, state. And then I'm going to pull up the date of birth, and I want to put in there the date of birth, and let's put in anniversary as well. So we'll go with detail, and we'll call this query a date of birth, a DOB query. All right. Okay, you can see this is what our query looks like. If we go into this, let's go back to home and click view, you can see that it pulls up information from the contacts table and from the date of birth. It's pulling in these two fields, and we're allowed to do that. Now I'm going to also have this sorted in ascending order. So when I do that and I run it, you'll notice that this time it's going to be sorting right here. But notice the key thing here is that we're bringing in information from two different tables. We don't have to keep repeating information and duplicating it. So we do have that ability. So there is an example of how the relationship allows us to tie these two together. And if we didn't have that relationship, we wouldn't be able to access information from the two different tables. And that's all there is to this particular episode.